just for funsies, I started recording it so I can cut this up and put it as a standalone video for what it is. So the purpose is how, as a subscriber, follower, watcher, supporter, can you best use the algorithm to help out the creators that you rock with, appreciate, and watch, right? Everyone wants to know, how can I be a good supporter? How can I be the best? Good. I will help you with that. Because, and here's the thing, most of this is coming off of the top of my head because, for what it's worth, I do this. Like, I know what boosts analytics. I pay attention to people who are amazing marketers and know how to promote themselves and market their content. I see which ones pop. And people are going to say, well, it's the thumbnails matter. Yes, they do. The thumbnails matter. I absolutely, for the record, hate that my face is this big on the screen, but it's a thing. Like, you're supposed to do that. And I'm like, what? Otherwise, I'm like this. I'm far, far away from the camera, right? But my point is that, like, there's different things that creators can do to help try to put themselves in the algorithm and beat the system. Supporters and followers, and just depending on what platform you're on, you can do things that help them as well. And I'm going to kind of list them out a little bit, but some of it's from knowledge and some of it I went behind myself. I'm not going to lie. And I checked. I went through multiple sources and I was like, okay, am I wrong? Because I didn't want to give you guys bad information that, like, wasn't backed up by my own research. So for what it's worth, this is my experience plus opinion plus a teeny bit of research just to verify that what I'm going to say is correct. Okay? So for it's, you don't need a pen. It's fine. So the number one way that you can help the people that you support is watch the video. I mean, obviously, it's common sense, right? Watch the video. Rewatch the video. I'm not saying necessarily you have to sit here locked in and watch the video twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Just know that if you watch the video again, if you watch it 85 times in a row, that doesn't count, because I don't know I don't know the exact number of views where YouTube cuts you off, as, like, because they know people are playing it on repeat to push. YouTube's dumb but not dumb, right? Their algorithm is kind of like dirt, but then it's also not dirt. So they know when you're boosting and you're pushing and you're fluffing the numbers. And fluffing the numbers includes watching over and over and over and over and over again. Just increase views. It's not because you genuinely want to watch it 85 times. Maybe you do. But generally, if you want to watch something 85 times, you're not going to watch it 85 times in a row. That's just the thing. So you can leave it playing in the background. Don't mute it. I mean, you can mute the input, put your headphones down. You can put it really low. I know, especially on Twitch, it doesn't count as watch time if you're muted completely, because a lot of people don't watch, they listen. But if you're not watching or listening, right? So anyway, watching the videos, rewatch if you can. Okay, so what I'm going to say about this is watch time matters. Now, clicking on, I'll get into the clicking in a second. Actually, no, I will not. I'm going to go for it right now. If you have notifications on and you don't click them, that's the reason people get unsubscribed. That's the reason you don't get notifications. That's the reason you don't see things, because the point of a notification is that it shows up on your phone and then you click it from where you got your notification, right? So my point is that if YouTube is sending you a notification, you're not clicking it, then it's showing that you're not interested in the notifications that they're sending you, and therefore you get yourself in this vicious spiral. You might like the content but can't do it now. there's a bunch of reasons, but if every time a notification comes through, you do not click it, it says, they really don't care about this, right? And so they stop sending them. Or have you ever noticed that your notifications are quiet? Like your notifications usually make your phone go ping, and then sometimes they don't. And it's not because you're on silent. That's another thing. It's the push notifications versus the, hey, you have a notification in like the notification number that ticks up on YouTube. So if you're getting notifications for somebody you're subscribed to and you're not clicking them, it's telling YouTube that you're not interested in the content. You're not interested enough to insta-click. Okay? That matters. Because when people are clicking immediately, they're like, oh, and they go run and they click it right away. YouTube's like, oh, the people that are subscribed are super interested, right? So, oh yeah, see, I don't add anything to my watch later list because it is full. It's not full, but it's more full than I'll ever get to. So, also, watching a video all the way through matters because just think of it this way. Put it into a context of being in real life. If you want someone to think you're interested, you pay attention and you sit through the whole conversation. So if you're at a presentation, right, and you get up and walk out halfway through, then people are like, they're not really that interested, right? It's the same thing. If you show up to the presentation, you wave, you get a donut, and you leave, that tells the people that you're not really interested in the content that they're presenting. Okay? All of that being said, watch time matters. Rewatching key moments. If you rewind it and watch certain spots, it helps push that certain spot as like, oh, this had a really interesting part here. Anyway, it does all those things. Watch time is huge. Watch time is more impactful than likes. So a lot of people like to jump on something, say hi, hit the like, and dip. And unfortunately, that's helpful. I'm not saying it's not. Anything you do, taking a moment of your time to support the people that you appreciate matters, right? Just know that if you're going to scale things of what matters more, watch time matters more than likes. What's up, Venti? So if you're going to jump in and I purposefully don't jump in, hit the like button and leave because, okay, so if you jump in, right, because you want to show support, you want to drop a message and you hit the like button, you're like, I can't stay, I got to go. Do you know what you just did? Because YouTube doesn't understand that, hey, I'm at work, I really can't stay. What YouTube sees is that someone showed up, started watching, wasn't interested, and left. That's it. Because the algorithm sees leaving as not interested. Those are the same thing to them. Right? Interaction and engagement is everything on YouTube. So, for example, something that will push a creator is binge watching. So, like, have you ever, I know all of you have, right? I know all of you have. Very funny, Papa. I know all of you have seen it. You've all gone and seen content and you're like, I like this. And then you go and you binge watch a bunch of their videos because you like them. That helps. That says their content is so engaging that you're not only going to watch one, you're going to stay on the app and you're going to watch more. Okay? So it's like goes down the line. That is a huge boost for algorithm. As well as obviously thumbs up. It tells them that, hey, I like it. It kind of matters when you do it. Like, for example, if you jump in, you hit the thumbs up and you leave. What's up, 307 Reacts? I am describing how to support people on YouTube. You caught me at the right time. Comments matter. Tons. Chat comments matter. Regular comments matter. Responding to comments matter. Liking comments matters. It's engagement. So anything that is engaging with the video. So if there's a link to a new video on screen and you're like, and you click it, that is higher tier than if you just watch and leave, because it's saying that you not only watched you to the point where there's another video to watch, you clicked on something because you want more. So that tells YouTube, this is somebody that people like and they want to see more of, right? A comment doesn't have to be a lie. It can be like, great video, good job for the algo, whatever. And I'm not just talking about chat comments. I'm talking about under the video. So, and then creators need to engage if they're small enough. Now, if you're a big creator, you just can't do it. But responding to comments matters. It's a whole thing. So they've got to engage back. You know, that's how you get people to realize that they're important and they matter to you. And it's true because they do. But you know, if you're a bigger creator, you just can't. There's just too many, and a lot of them are hateful, and you don't have to respond to those. I just ignore them. I leave them there, but I ignore them. I'm like, oh, that was special what you wrote. Sharing. YouTube tracks where everything comes from. So if you clicked on your phone from a notification, it knows that. If you clicked on your browser from your feed, it knows that. If you searched for the creator, or let's say you went into Discord and you clicked a link, YouTube knows that. It all counts, and it tells where their people are coming from. Are they more likely to click on your content if you share a link, like on Instagram in your story, and then you share a link and then someone clicks it because they mess with you as a person? Or are you doing well in the feed because you have a great thumbnail or a great subject or something like that? No, you can like it anytime. You can like it anytime. I'm just saying that watch time matters more. Because here's the thing. Think of it this way. Likes and dislikes count the same. They don't care if you like or dislike, right? They just care that somebody clicked, because whether they're mad or they're happy, you triggered them enough to click something. So it counts the same. Watch time counts more because someone's sitting there engaging, watching your content or listening, whatever. And they're obviously still interested, or they're still invested because they're still here, right? So it counts more. So sharing it helps. It also can get the audience out there. There might be somebody who's interested in that subject that you know. Obviously, sharing is pretty common sense, to be honest. Basically, if you click on notifications when they pop up, it shows loyalty. And I know that sounds stupid, but it shows loyalty. It shows like, oh, so-and-so's live, we gotta go, right? Joining premieres and live streams, that matters a lot. And by the way, chatting, the chat option in the live stream and premieres matters too. Because if you have, I don't care if it's 200 or if it's 5 people in your live stream and no one's talking, that tells YouTube they're not engaged. I'm just saying. Because here's the thing. The entire purpose of the live stream is getting people to engage. Now, if they're not engaging with me, engaging with each other, right? So it's a sense of community, and people like that. If the chat is just not even doing anything and you're the only person posting over and over and over again, it feels weird, right? It's awkward. Nobody likes that. So when the chat's going, it pushes your channel out there, because it's like, look, they're excited. People are talking, like they're engaging, they're responding, they're posting. And so that anything that, like I said, anything that makes you tap, click, type matters. It matters. And there's nothing worse than being live and then just sitting there going, I hope somebody answers or responds to me. Right? Like I do all the time. Adding videos to watch later does count. That's another one I had written down. Adding it to watch later does count, because it says that maybe I don't have time, but I am interested and invested enough that I want to make sure that I catch it later. Now, if you're like me and you never ever go back in your watch laters, I don't know how that works. calls to action help a lot. Like, if somebody posts a poll, just click an answer. I mean, I know it's super, some people go overboard and they want you to engage on like 80 pieces of content. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. Some have polls I don't care about, and that's fine. But honestly, it's more like if someone says, hey, can you fill out this poll on the community tab, or, you know, click a link to the other video, it just strengthens the performance of the channel. It says that what you say matters. If I say, hey guys, go drop a comment, hey guys, hit the like button. By the way, they can recognize when you say that. If you've ever been watching on mobile and someone says to like and subscribe and the buttons light up, it knows. So if that happens and you do it, it tells the YouTube powers that be that you have influence. People listen to you, whether it's something that's simple, right? And it doesn't matter. Like, I might not influence you to go jump off of a cliff. However, if I can get you to hit the like button, it still counts. It shows that if someone's like, oh, hit the like button, and nobody does, do you see what I'm saying? It's just the way things are. And it's funny because with as progressive and woke as people are in equality and equity and all of these things, right? With as progressive as people are, the basic stepping stones and building blocks and foundation to revenue is the opposite. It's influence, it's power, it's engagement. It's not pandering. I mean, you can get only so far, but genuine community and interaction comes from something that you can't just slap onto a TikTok reel. But anyway, as a supporter / follower, that's ways. I mean, I would say sign up for people's Patreons if they have it. If they have memberships, you can jump on those. It's something, you know, it's something just to show a way to support, a way to show appreciation. I prefer somebody sign up for the membership than to send bulk super chats, because not only does YouTube take a big chunk of it, but on the flip side, like seeing my people month over month and with their icons and stuff, it's really cool, and it feels really good for a creator. It just does. I don't care what anybody says. It does. So anyway, that was that section of how to support as a supporter and subscriber. I hope that helps. I hope that gives a little bit of insight, maybe. And if you agree with me, fine. If you don't, fine. Put it in the comments once I post this part of the video. So